How do we assess fitness clients both in person and online? In today's video, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you exactly how we do that here at Strength Matters. Hi, I'm James Breese, founder of Strength Matters, everyday athlete. And if you're new to the show, it's great to have you here because this is the show for people over 30 who want to look better, feel better, and perform better. Now, if you haven't done so already, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and press that bell notification if you can. That way we can keep sharing great, fresh content with you every week without cluttering your inbox. So, how do we assess fitness with clients? So I'm going to start with a quick backstory. When you're a personal trainer first starting out, you only have to worry about yourself. So the assessments that you do are what are unique to you. You haven't got to worry about a team. You haven't got to worry about other trainers working with your clients. It's just you, yourself, and I essentially trying to do everything. Now, the beauty of fitness is that there's no one right way to achieve an end result. You can achieve a result in multiple different ways. It's important you find trainers and coaches that you align to and you enjoy their beliefs and your beliefs align together. So that's really important. But it's the problem with fitness because you go to any trainer around the world, they're all going to have their unique ways of doing things. And when it comes into a team, say here at Strength Matters, when we're all trying to work along the same page, on the same beliefs, it makes it really complicated. So the benefits of every trainer being unique is also having its downfalls when you're working as part of a team so you can communicate properly. So the issue was, as I was trying to grow the company and as I was bringing your trainers into it, was how do we get everyone thinking the same way? Not just the way I do, but we all collectively think and work on the same ideas and principles together. Well, that started until one day I watched this film called The Founder with Michael Keaton. Now, the film's about the McDonald's story. Now, love it or hate it, no pun intended, it's a great way to look at fitness as systems because the whole point of that story was to grow McDonald's, they needed a workable system that was scalable. I didn't have that here at Strength Matters, so that was the kickstart. That was the fuel that sparked the fire, essentially, into creating what we have now developed in the Strength Matters hierarchy of athletic development, a system that we can all work from, agree on, and we can move forwards. And so we're all talking the same language as trainers. So whenever somebody new comes into the company to work with us, they know what we're doing because we can train them up. Or if a new client comes in, no matter which coach they go to, they're going to get the same experience. And that's important because no matter what McDonald's you go to around the world, you always get the same experience. It's the same crappy Big Mac you get in South Australia to London to anywhere in Canada or USA. It's the same system that creates that Big Mac. And that's what we tried to create with Strength Matters, was create like a system that we all could work from that was the same no matter which coach or trainer you used as a client, or if a new coach came into the system, they could understand very quickly what we were doing and what we were talking about. So when we started creating the system, there were two words that came up time and time again. It was all about health and athleticism. So our system, our beliefs here at Strength Matters is about creating healthy, athletic individuals, and that's what led to the hierarchy of athletic development. If you haven't seen it before, it's essentially, we've defined athleticism having 10 key components and grouped into little layers. Layer 1 is all about mobility, stability, balance, and coordination. You have layer 2, which is strength and aerobic capacity, and then layer 3, the fancy arse layer, which is power, speed, agility, and anaerobic capacity with an overarching theme of mental resilience. And those are 10 key components that are important to develop athletic but also healthy athletes moving forward. And that was the start of our framework, but it just didn't end there because with this hierarchy we then had to create assessments to go with it. Now, with the data points themselves for each component, there are multiple touch points, and it's too in-depth to go into this video right now, but you'll see a glimpse of it later on when I show you some of the data from real-life case studies. But what we essentially did with these 10 components is when we broke it down into 4 key areas of health, movement, strength, and cardio, which made up your overall Strength Matters score. Now, each of these areas can be broken down further into individual scores in each component. From health can have an individual score, cardio can have its own individual score, but it makes up your overall score in the middle, which was a fantastic way for us to make it simpler for us to see where we need to start working with people, but also for clients and people who start working with us know exactly where they're at on their health and fitness journey. Now, these aren't elite level scoring systems. This is for general everyday athlete, everyday use levels, GPP if you're a geek into strength and conditioning like I am. So that was the system. The hierarchy became into these 4 pillars: health, movement, strength, and cardio, and we assigned people scores so we can know where they are, they could know where they are, and we can monitor this progress over time to see improvement. So how does this look like in real world applications? So diving into the computer, I'll show you exactly how we do things with our clients. So when somebody comes on board for us for the first time, we assign them their assessments, which looks a little bit like this. They get a bunch of health assessments, they get their layer 1 movement assessments, they get some layer 2 assessments, and they get a few other extra assessments every now and then if they need to do it, if they're working towards a specific goal. Now, when we do these assessments, we input the data. They input the data into here. You can say yeses, no's, across the board here to see what this person can do. And then with that data, this is for those who love data and data geeks like me, we pull that data into a database and a spreadsheet. This is what it looks like when we pull that data through. Now, we're working on some fancy software to make this look better, but at the moment there's a connection between the two that pulls in automatically. So we're still working on that, so bear with us until we reveal that very soon. But the idea is on these spreadsheets, we're looking for red flags. So we've created a red, amber, green system for as a coach. We know the assessments. When we pull the assessments through, we're looking for this data. So under health, there's no red flags. A couple of ambers to be aware of, but ambers means it's good to go. Just be mindful of where we're at right now. Now, when we go to layer 1 movement stuff, there's a couple of red flags here under shoulders and one on one of the rotation tests that we do. All the rest are pretty much green with a couple of ambers. Remember, amber's good to go and it's good enough. Reds, warning flags we need to address and we need to fix it. Now, if you go to strength levels here again, yes, all greens on basic strength that we have from our assessments, but there's a couple of red flags on the cardio side of things. Now, again, go on to this strength at a higher level. We have issues with the single leg squat strength at 75% body weight, but there's a few rest of them are mostly green along the way here. Now, we did no cardio testing at this level because they haven't passed the cardio tests at the lower stage yet. So that reflects in the score. But what does it look like in terms of client score? Well, this is what we see and we can show to our clients once we work with them how we use the data. So here in a real world practical examination, we have an overall score of 58%, broken down to 76% health, 65% movement, 80% strength, and 12% cardio. Where do you think that person needs to work on first? Yep, improving their cardio. So we know, the client knows, but we can go to a higher, more in-depth level with our assessments based on the red, amber, green system. And this is how we work with every client that comes in to a high-level coaching program. Now, for those real data geeks, what do we do with this data? Well, we put it into our database to monitor trends and patterns across time on so many different levels. So again, if you're working with us, this is what we do. We take the client data from the assessments, we put them into the spreadsheets, and then they get pulled into the database. And the database is here. So I'll show you an example here with one of our clients who's done multiple assessments. So we see on the left-hand side here now, her score at the moment is 49%. Compared to age and gender, she's above average, which is 42%. So we can compare these age and gender differences. A little table to see what she's doing well on, areas that we need to improve on, big red space there. That's the big thing that we need to work on. But then look at this on the left-hand side, we can now see her improvement over time. So we're watching the health pillar go from 20% up to above 80%. Again, tracking the progress from movement all the way up to about 60% at the moment. And cardio, that's the problem area we need to work on. It's staying flat a little bit, but strength going up over time. So we can see trends and track data along the way. We also know if we break down each individual pillar, which is going up, which is going down, and then we can compare even more to people and see where they compare in each of the 4 pillars of health, movement, strength, and cardio with each individual. On the right-hand side here, we can see improvements, yes, no's, times going up, scores going up, depending on what we see across the board. So that's how we track the data. That's how we use data to make better decisions here at Strength Matters, to create a system of training that's more scalable, and that we all as coaches know exactly what we're working with and can communicate easily to people to show them the results, to make sure we're going in the right direction. Now, I really hope you found that useful. It's definitely something that we've tried to implement as much as we possibly can over the years at Strength Matters to get this cohesive system going together to help people get better results like clockwork, but also us as a team to work better and more efficiently together. Now, if you have more information and want to know more about this, we've got a great free handbook that we give away. Go to strengthmatters.com/system. You can download the book there. There you can also get a hold of some of the assessments that we do too. But if you want to know more about what we do and actually dive into the system and maybe work with us to help you achieve these results and use the same system to help you get to where you want to get to, go to strengthmatters.com/call today, book in for a free call. It's a free consultation call to find out where you're at right now, and we're more than happy to help you. Always speak to me and we'll help work on exactly where your sticking points are, how we can apply the system to you, and how we can get you your results long term. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed it. If you have any comments, please leave some down below. Make sure you like the video. Please make sure you subscribe and press that bell notification so we don't clutter up your inbox sharing all this information each time and you're the first to know. Saying that, really hope you enjoyed the video and can't wait for the feedback, and also can't wait to maybe speak to you very soon. Ciao for now, as they say in Canada.